Because I think so often, maybe we know who we are, but then we get put into a position where either that's challenged or we want to come across a certain way. And then it's like, I forgot how to be me. Why does that happen to us? And then how do we still remember to stay in touch with that inner self?
Yeah. In many ways, Dr. Stuart Brown says the opposite of play is not work, it's depression, right? But I also think of the opposite of play is perfection in many ways, because it's when you're trying to be right, when you're trying to get it all right, when you're trying to get all the ducks in a row, while play and being yourself is messy, And then to tie into like, why don't adults play enough? I always love answering it with 148,000 no's. By the time you reach the age of 18, studies have found, you've heard the word no 148,000 times. And then in addition to that, you're shut on by adults your whole childhood. You should do this, you should major in this, you should do this. I mean, someone's like, you should become a doctor. And you're like, I'm 6. Like, why are you giving me advice about what I should be doing right now? Like, so much pressure is being put on you. Then now, especially for a lot of teenagers, I can't even imagine, like, you get to your teen years where social media is constantly bombarding you. We get more information in a day than people got in the 1950s in an entire year. And most of those messages are, you're not enough. You need to emulate someone else. You need to buy what this influencer is selling you. You need to get more Amazon Prime gift boxes. You need to do whatever you want, whatever you can to fill your soul with stuff, right? Instead of being yourself. So like all these messages are telling you not to be yourself. I think play, which I define as any joyful act where you're fully present in the moment, where there is no purpose, there is no result, you don't have anxiety about the future, you don't have regrets about the past. Play is when you're like fully there, when you're fully in flow. But anytime you've felt like that or followed that organic, path, people say you're too mischievous, too weird, too much. What are you doing starting a podcast? What are you doing making videos? It doesn't have any ROI value. Like, people just judging, just shitting on each other all the time. And you're like, that it's such a revolutionary act to play. And I think we have to give ourselves a certain level of grace and compassion to recognize that's all that we're up against. So to just be yourself is a really hard thing to do.